It's not in Grandma's records, all right? Grandma may long be deceased. She wouldn't know. But many of us may be at risk for this because there were millions of women who were touched. So again, that question of long-term outcomes of hormonal issues is a real serious one, okay? Now, another thing about how we're interrelated across generations, and that is that everybody in the world, that's what I said, carries the mitochondria of their mothers, all right? Now, the mitochondria are the energy bodies in your cells. But it's not just your mother's. It's your mother's, 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 mother's line back to 7 lines of women with the scientific implication of an Eve. It's the work of a man by the name of Brian Sykes who's reported it. This is an enormous issue. National Geographic would be happy to take some of your money, and they send you a little swab, you send in a little cheek cell sample, and they will tell you which of the 7 lines of women you came from and what their migrational pattern through history is. It's very interesting, right? Well, Sykes was wondering if there was something else that had this kind of longevity, and he went to a conference and there was another guy named Sykes there, and somebody said, hey, you guys related? He goes, I don't think so. And then he started wondering, and what he discovered is that, gentlemen, your Y, okay, we women are XX, you guys are XY, has the same kind of longevity. Eons and eons. And the Y actually carries markers. So one of the things they discovered is that in the Jewish community where they have the tradition of the priestly caste, there's actually a marker on the Y for the members of the priestly caste. And it was interesting because when this was first being written about, U.S. News and World Report had a piece they did on looking at the Y and all that. And lo and behold, there was a Hispanic priest in New Mexico who had the priestly marker. But now, remember, historically, in Spain, which is where his line would have come from, there was a large Jewish community. But this question of across generations is important for us to understand, all right? You know, you look at Scripture, there are those readings about who begat, who begat, who begat, who cares, right? Go back and reread them, because there's the woman's line and there's the man's line. How the heck did they know that back then? Why was that important? Okay? Because it's part of who we are, right? Now, I want to say just a brief little bit about men and women's brains, because we live in a society that touts gender neutrality. And I want to say to you that be careful what you read, because really look at the brain scan issues, look at the people that are doing the science and not sort of the I don't think this is true science. You know, I'm the mother of 6.